some, it may be the legacy of fame or the luxury of fortune. But for many, if not most artists, I think they create because they have to. In the absence of creative endeavors, some broken part of their subconscious wells up and presses against other functions of the mind, disrupting them. This quickly becomes a curse as the desperate rattle of a painting or novel or album drowns out all other thoughts. Days or weeks are lost while plumbing the depths and branching ideas of possibilities. The torturous frustration as the clumsy body fails to recreate into reality the immaculate vision of the mind. But the highs, oh those highs, when art flows and you are a conduit for lightning, when knowledge, skills, and training finally align into a perfect focus, turning random, diffuse light into a hot, fast laser beam. This is the feeling of immortality, the feeling that seems to justify this brief, fragile existence. So open that release valve, just a little bit, and let the demons play for a while.
Have I delayed long enough? Let me turn down my music a bit. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Orca, Zaffrey, Partridge, Mal, Vix, Changelini, Watch the Dragon. I hope everyone is doing well. We're going to continue on donos that we were working on yesterday. Which means I can just tap this. And I'll update that. And I'll update the stream title. Yes, right and proper. Everything is fine. Everything is normal. Do not question. Do not be concerned. Also, have sketch of Cosmic Dragon with Cosmic Dragon Sierra, Cosmic Dragon Flow. I didn't finish it. I do need to send this one over to Oh, this sketch makes the dragon look a lot like Sada's dragon. Do I have any decent drawings of Sada's dragon? Ah, my brain is blank. Let's get the sketches up. Let's get my tablet into position. Let's queue up some synthwave because I'm not gonna just want synthwave right now. Okay. I wanted to have these sent out this morning, but I didn't get a chance to do that. How was the movie? I mean, I enjoyed watching a movie with my sister and Tangent. But the movie was not good. Not to mention it hecking, it felt like it was a setup for a second movie that was meant to be the actual movie. And of course, the first one was so bad that the second one never happened. Thankfully. So the morning updating BIOS and other drivers would be nice when motherboard manufacturers support exporting the BIOS settings. They would not version lock the export. You know, that makes sense. I have not updated my BIOS in a long time. That's something I try not to update unless I'm having issues. Lightheaded.
All over the country, armies of young people are blasting away at invaders from outer space and paying for the privilege. I'll be looking at the electronic game craze, which has not only fascinated the nation, but which has created some interesting problems as well. Although it looked innocent enough, this machine turned out to have some unusual powers. It kept kids mesmerized for hours.
We are not a sentimental age. We don't want our parents' China or their ticker tape parades. We are not a sentimental age. We're all getting high on fire escapes. We are hooking up with strangers we will
Had
never
2 BSDs the past 7 days, time for maintenance. That makes sense. It just wasn't good and ended so abruptly, right? And it felt like so little happened. And they leaned so hard into making everything just like there was, I can't recall ever seeing any blood, but there were a lot of like burns and stuff that were just really gruesome. It's like, we're not allowed to show blood, so we'll just double down on everything else.
When I dream, we're all melting together, synchronized in a mass embrace. Beads of water folded together like a North Shore wave. How strange, we're parts of each other. How strange, I'll never even know your name.
Was the monster design animation? The monsters were designed fine. They felt like they saw some of the combat things and made those accurate. But like how the monsters, like more of the like world aspects of the monsters weren't accurate. Also, you don't learn. It's an isekai, right? It's an isekai to a different world, and you don't learn anything about that world. Nothing. As far as you're aware, the only people that exist are the people that show up at the very beginning of the movie and the very end of the movie. You don't even get the names of the hunters. Nope. It's an isekai? Yes, it is. Military, or like a bunch of army people get isekai to the Monster Hunter world. And at the end of the movie, you're just kind of like, okay. Are we going to actually get to see something now? Oh, it's over. Now you want to experience it? If you want to. But, what Tangent says is accurate. Many people die in gruesome ways, in ways that I was just like, I'm not watching this. And if you are someone that if you're someone that is triggered by choking, they have an over reliance on that in that primarily in one scene, I think, when two of the characters are fighting, but it happens 3 or 4 different times, or attempted to have it happen. Like Jurassic Park style? I think these are more gruesome than Jurassic Park, from what I remember of that movie. I don't think Jurassic Park had anyone have eggs embedded into their skin that then hatched and ate them. and it being shown very just straight up showing that to the viewers. Gross? Yeah, very much so.
My home in a tin top bomb, and I was so happy with 28 years of free falling. Oh, but now it's all guts and I'm balling. And she was born in
You've seen Alien? See, Alien is more of a chest burster. This was just like embedded into the skin down the side of the character. Like spider eggs kind of thing. And it's just like, nope, no thank you. Not a fan.
with bruises who gathers her cash when the music is through. No, she don't look back. I've come to look for America too. All I ever wanted was a
Like, I'm sure there are people that won't be too bothered by it, but for me, it was just like, yeah, no thank you.
a curse and a praise in our name. But the best we could do is to enter the void like a wide-eyed child waking up to the noise of East Harlem. Don't they see that we're starving?
Also, every Monster Hunter character that they had in that, they did dirty. Especially the muscular chef.
Cash when the music is through. No, she don't look back. I've come to look for America too. And we stole the car on the 4th of July. I pawned my guitar and we drove through the night. I've come to look for America too.
Hey, Sigil. Makes your skin crawl a bit, not terrible, you guess. Kind of feels like a slasher. That's a good way of putting it. It's like they were taking enjoyment in showing the way people died.
Like the dancer with bruises who gathers her cash when the music is through. No, she don't look back. I've come to look for America too. Then we stole the car on the 4th of July. I pawned my guitar and we drove through the night. I've come to look for America too. To look for America too. To look for America too.
What monsters make an appearance? Diablos is the only one that I actually knew. Wait, no, Rathalos. Diablos and Rathalos were there. Some spider things. Apparently your Pandemus today. Good, right and proper. Guess I'll be Sal. Let's see. Narcillas are the spider ones. Gormagala. Rathalos. Those are the main creatures that show up. Narcilla, Diablos, Gormagala, and Rathalos. Histodon? Oh, the, what did they... The Apsaros? You really like Diablos? That's one person. I'm kidding. Diablos is fine. I don't like Diablos. Diablos is a pain in the neck to fight. And makes your handler just go, next up, Diablos, way too many times. I think the armor is neat. They have cool horns and tail. I haven't fought it enough times to get the armor. Only times I fight it are if I need parts for a different weapon. Which, I do have to fight it right now. But as of this morning, I have told my computer to just not let me open Steam, so that I focus on things that I actually need to do. I've been putting stuff off for the fundraiser far too long. I should have had it done like a few weeks ago. Hi Mal. Welcome back. ADHD has just been hecking terrible, especially with all the back stuff and everything else that's going on. Am I allowed to say it, Mal? Am I allowed to say it on stream? Happy birthday, love. And I hope that you have a wonderful birthday. Thank you for the hug, sis. Really neat design. I was told to make basically Doctor Strange shields, but with a paw print in the center. So that's what I attempted to do. You think they look Doctor Strange-esque? Mission accomplished. I am gonna step away real quick. I need to use the restroom. Enjoy some, to continue with the thing I did yesterday. A Zafri in a cave shouldn't be. Navy taking a potion that they shouldn't have. Tangent finding an old computer that they shouldn't be using. Dog using magic that they shouldn't be. I don't know the setting of that lore. Renard making black holes that they shouldn't, and Diane reading a spell that they definitely should. Dogs deserve dark magic. Remember when computers used to have built-in cup holders? Only if they were very small cups. Why is Renard making black holes? But I'll be back. Do I, Ads are still off. Yeah, I'll still. Okay, I'm back. Go get the next one. Just gonna pretend that there's continued railing here so I don't block off Cap. I am too big for my own rule of 50% zoom. Characters are supposed to fit into this frame. Heck. Got three very different sized characters. Cap over here is like normal height. Saber over here is like 9 feet tall. Dragon is like 12 feet tall, which means that's too tall. Dragon is still taller than Saber. Let's go with that. Understood. Voy is tall. Voy is tall. I wish you the best of luck, Kiki. You appreciate Void being big? I mean, me being big is just... It's not something I can control or anything. It's just I am tall. And therefore Dragon is tall. But being hugged by me is very... You know, you're the second person to bring that up as one of the bonuses to me being as tall as I am. Sorry, I shouldn't say you're the second. You are one of two people that comment on it. You and Flo both mentioned that as like... Need Dragon hips to be bigger. But they don't want to be right now. So I'm just not going to worry about it too much. Big Dragon, big thighs, that'll be fine. Hey, Fox Guy. Thank you so much for the 5 bits. I hope you've been well. night, Cap. I am getting how to draw my own character. Oh well. We'll just deal. We'll hide it with the hoodie. What are you apologizing for, dear? Of my own character? No. Actually, did you even send any references? I didn't even think to look. You sent my toy house, which... I mean, that works. Focus. I think my head's just a little bit out of it today is all. Can I say the one disadvantage to the dragon's height as far as art goes? I can't draw the dragon like leaning on the railing or anything. Morning, Turga. Draw a dragon sitting on the railing. Be afraid of damaging it. Like, by that logic, I could also have just drawn dragon leaning on the railing this way. Come on. Okay, that actually kind of works. But I'd still be afraid of breaking it. Oh, that actually works quite well. Like, I had considered that early on, but I didn't think it would work very well. But it actually works quite well. Slow the dragging down a little bit again. I'm doing this despite the fact that I feel like if Saber weren't distracted by textures, Saber would probably be scolding me for doing this. Can I get this to actually look right though? Okay, delete all the excess stuff. That's just going to get confusing right now. Side one comes over here. Let's put. I would have a bit of a twist that way. I'm working out how this would look. Can't believe this is what the dragon uses the grabby claws for. like that. And then just bring kind of the claws around it. And they can kind of... That's one underneath. Just, it feels too big compared to the other leg. Everything feels off. Got this idea now. I want to try it, but okay, so that's gonna make this easier. What I mean by that is putting it on the back banister instead of the front one should make this significantly easier. I'm spending too much time on one donut again, aren't I? Oh well, learning from it. Worst part is this is actually really accurate to how I stand and stuff IRL. You can ask Mal. But yeah, just like the leaning against something, one leg down and one leg up is just accurate, so. Kinda works. Just wish it didn't look so off for some reason. One of the ways I will actually frequently stand is just like put my other leg on top of the first one, so I'm just standing on one leg. Why do I do that? No idea. I just balance on one foot. The only answer I got is ASD. Making this thigh larger actually helps the overall feel of it. Good. Dragon is supposed to have big thighs. Even if that's something that isn't a parallel to IRL, because genetics. Lunchtime? Alright. See you, Turga. Makes synthwave so nice to Choshu? I try to find synthwave songs that are specifically nice. That are I I specifically try to find ones that are. I will be right back. I am back. And Cap, thank you so much for gifting that. Or no, Vix, thank you so much for gifting that tier 1 sub to Cap the Pander. Cap, welcome back to the library. Enjoy your emotes and ad-free viewing. Thank you so much. I want to eventually do something to, like, for people that, or for when people do subs, like, if like maybe every so many subs do a raffle or something. I don't have the availability for it right now, but that is something I want to do eventually. There is a lot going on, and I'm hoping that once a few things kind of clear up, like the house, my brain. The house, the back issues, the fundraiser, which is part of the house. I'm hoping when those things clear up, my brain will be a bit smoother and I'll be able to get stuff done a bit better. So that I have so much going on and I always feel like I'm not doing anything. Like I feel like I'm never doing. Like I'm always slacking. Especially when it comes to stuff like streams. I feel like I've gotten lazy with them. I got lazy with the streams? I don't know. I know one thing that's I'm not the biggest fan of that's probably going to happen with the streams right now is I will probably be moving to do like, at least for a little bit, just almost like daily Doodles. Just to make sure that everything is covered. Which isn't ideal because I like varying things up. But right now I think I gotta worry about finances and stuff first.
The sky turned gray and the flash flood warning. She smiled and she took my hand. She kissed my lips and the rain came pouring. Swore I heard a marching band.
I'm gonna try not to burn myself out. The thing is, if it doesn't work, or if I start burning myself out, then I have to resort to stuff like raising prices. Gonna be honest. Times I worry I've been making this unsustainable on myself.
Hanging out of the third-story window. Oh, you were a sight to see. The black dress that bends when the wind blows. Roll back the tide for me.
No, don't worry about that. It's fine. What I do need to add is a few of these. Um, Okay, I think this is pretty much done.
Endless days in the deep blue, feeling I would follow her anywhere. Love is a setting sun, is a smoking gun, is a four-letter word, I hope it hurts. Love is a fatal flaw, is a broken jaw, is a burning bridge, move your hips. And the ghosts of the boulevard, littered with lonely hearts. A city like a graveyard, once was a postcard. When you lose your wonder, and you can't remember where we were living in the days of thunder. 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 Living in the days of love was a dream to have, was a king size bed, was an
Cool, and Dragon actually just looks like they fit in there. Good.
it's a dream you sell, it's an epitaph, it's a photograph. And the ghosts of the boulevard, littered with lonely hearts. A city like a graveyard, once was a postcard. When you lose your
Okay. Next one. Also, for context in this one, Sierra is just taking videos of the tigers. Sadly, we weren't able to see the tigers that well when we went to the zoo. None of them were kind of like near the viewing area, but we saw them from a distance. Oh, we just get to see a few of the cubs. Yee, one cub was right against glass.
Some look to the sky for truth. I look across the room. Katie's dressing full blue, yellows and blues. But I prefer kick drums and red wine. I prefer kick drums and red wine. I prefer kick drums and red wine. I prefer kick drums and red wine.
Last time we went to the zoo, the new lion cub and mom were playing. It was so cute. Aw. Yeah, this was, this one is basically, this is me, this is my partner, and our friend over here came to visit for a few days, and so we made a trip to go to the zoo, and my partner wanted to get a picture for it. I'm actually really happy how it came out. Normally I don't do stuff like this. Be a fun one to have a big group doodle someday. I mean, I've considered if people wanted to try that, I would be happy to attempt. I would probably request a bit extra because it would require some background stuff. But back in the day, people used to get group donos. Seda, Avi, Werny, and stuff would get some group things. I think one of the ones that I think came out the best. Let me see if I can find it.
Oh no!
Anywhere occur, thank you for gifting that tier 1 sub to Small Grim Fox. Small Grim Fox, welcome to the library. Enjoy your emotes and ad-free viewing. You remember Big Cat Club too? Oh yeah, Big Cat Club was a thing. Yeah, this was a group one with a pool ring that caused fluff sharks. This was the Big Bapper Cat Club. There was there was this one, which was like a D&D fight against the dragon with Churga, Snow, and Saber. Yeah, anywhere occur. Thank you again so much. I appreciate that. I think at some point I had kind of gotten burned out and scared people away from getting group shots, but I don't know. I'd be up for giving them I'd be up for them again. Though there is the rule that when there are ones that are meant to be drawn as a group, if you're getting it drawn at the same time, what you gotta do is everyone submits their character, and then it gets drawn when it gets to the last character. So say persons 1, 2, and 3 submit, or are going to be in it. Person 1 submits first, person 2 submits, and then someone else submits, and then person 3. It won't get drawn until we get to person 3 in the queue. If that makes sense. This is the wrong page. Real stream hours, and it's it's a real Sierra stream when we're just staring at a blank canvas for too long. Got no ideas. Oh, I just zoned out, distracted. It happens a lot. I gotta grab references. Alright, see you, Cap. Good luck with the panda work. What? I want to color the advanced shell so I have some better references for it in the future. I think that's what I'm gonna do. It brings a bit blank to things anyway. Color. I'll enjoy that one. Let's see. There's this one. This one. This one. Straight kind of the original advanced shell. Also the pizza one. I'm not sure the pizza one's one I want to color today. At some point, not today though. Let's go with this one, because it's like the original, and it shows the body well. This one's also, I also still enjoy this one, but this one or this one? We'll go with the original. The only one that has a nanite burn showing. That's actually part of why I want to color that one, is because it references that, and hopefully it'll remind me to include that in the future. Because that's something I started completely forgetting. It's not the only one that has the nanites, actually. This one has them. But this one's also a good one to potentially color at some point. Because it's got a good, just, moment. First time walking on digitigrade legs. Yeah. Also, I imagine the first time walking at all for a while. Because the, in the nanite body, gotta avoid walking on the ground. I guess there was the gremlin shell. But that one also can float, so...
The Transformers will return after these messages. Welcome to Blockbuster Video.
This is, had nanite Zafri. Had some proxy TF. Jelly getting hit by Dragon Ring. Oh, there's 2 sigils on here. Both of these were from the same stream. Ooh, I forgot I made Life Forcer a nano critter. Anyway, what we're looking for is this one.
To the freedom fighters, to the Everest climbers, to the castaways, to the midnight riders, to the spark igniters, I am on my way. Let it be said and let it be known, he who is free is never alone.
I am gonna ask if you can send me. There's not really much for colored references in of the advanced frame in there. Could you send me whatever you do have? Nice that the coloring ones are also a small going back in time thing. Ah. Oh, thank you.
Lost ark raiders, to the lion tamers, to the stowaway, to the white tide chaser, to the black flag raiser, I'm on my way. Let it be said and let it be known, he who is free is never alone. The path before us, the world
Can use for
I'll wait for you.
drawing that icon the other day. No, no.
There's a song that sailors know, lost alone and far from home, with golden galleons, golden guns to find their place under the sun. There's a song on
Thank you.
heroin that lifts you to
Do you have anything of the legs?
the dances.
I remember originally you sent it to me in like a 3D model. Thank you. Oh, these are different from the ones you originally sent me. I hadn't seen these. That one is rendered very nicely. First time trying Blender stuff? Looks like you did a really good job at it. I know I mentioned it yesterday. I want to see about if I can do another transformation sequence or comic or something at some point. Honestly, now is probably not the best time to do so because of everything going on, but I want to at some point. It's been a long time. And when I feel like that's what I kind of was known for. Looking for an idea already? I mean, like, just something on my own, because what I used to do is just, like, try to, not even just try to find, but I would just take the random ideas I had and do something with them because they were different from what were commonplace. That's what happened with the rings, for example, or the 365 to normal. Oh, that will actually be very helpful, Sigil. Like, I can see that it's not the exact same, but I can see the inspiration for it, so that will be very helpful. Thank you. So adding a Sierra twist, kinda, yeah. That's a lot of what I do. Because I enjoy when things are a lot of the things I enjoy are different from the standard of that kind of stuff, so I just have fun with it. But it was easier back when I took more active part in the transformation community stuff. Because then I could get inspiration from things to put my own twist on. I have been part of that in such a while now, though. Yellow tongue. I approve.
Kids are sad, the parents too. Kids get high in the spare bedroom. We grow up and move away.
But we've seen that I have an enjoyment for silly tongue colors.
Kids are sad, the sky is blue. There are monsters
Hey sis.
in the spare
Sis.
bedroom. Kids grow up.
I am finally back from the many levels of FRE.
welcome back.
Can I tiny ramble?
Yeah.
So I got
Oh,
up.
I
I installed. What was that?
I just realized I colored this in the wrong direction at some parts of it. Go ahead.
I got up. I installed a program. Program failed. Uninstalled it. Reinstalled it. It had an error file. Had to go to the GitHub, get the file, swap the files, rename the files, install that, download the thing from JJ. The JJ thing went to the incorrect place. Uninstalled 4 applications. Reinstalled it. Realized I did it backwards. Reinstalled it again. Had to search through 87 separate folders to find the right location. Put it there, and then manually patch it. And then I took the exam, which I aced.
I'm glad you aced the exam. I am sorry that it took you so much difficulty to get to the exam.
Oh, no, that was a separate thing from the exam, but it's okay.
Oh.
The thing I got is not something I'm supposed to have.
Oh, okay.
It's a program that was never released anywhere outside of Japan, and JJ custom patched it for me so I can read it and stuff like that. And even adjusted text speeds and sizes.
What's it do?
It makes it so the one Monster Hunter never released in the US is playable by me.
Oh, okay.
It's the one that defined weapons. It's the one that gave Hammer its multi-attack. It gave Gunlance the slam attack. It is the one where Monster Hunter came into its own. So
Okay.
I'm super stoked. Also, thank you. I got a 98 out of 100. And I rushed my way through it.
Sidge, I got a question. On the past drawings, I had, or on the interaction, the forearm is this color and the elbow is a darker color. But on the one you sent me, it's the other way around, where the elbow fluff is this color and the forearm is darker. Which do you want to go with? Because I'm probably going to be using this image as a reference in the future. So I want to make sure I get that correct.
I think I forgot to take my medication.
I feel like I forgot to take my medication, but I know I did. Like, I know I took it. My brain is lagging, is the best way I can describe it.
That makes sense. Sorry, I just remembered a thing.
Is one I always did? Okay.
Can I say something to chat?
Yes?
Hey chat, if any of you want to see the Monster Hunter movie, don't. It was so bad. Am I okay
Like-
to talk about it, sis?
Yeah, we talked about it earlier.
Oh no, what did you talk about?
You're free to talk.
I have never run into a movie that is so, let's show gore for the sake of gore because we're edgy.
While being afraid to show any actual blood.
Right. Like, well, actually, to be fair, I struggle to see blood sometimes, so like...
They didn't have any blood. They just were like, we can't do blood, so let's make everything else as gory as possible instead.
We can't do blood, so instead let's have eggs hatching out of somebody's chest cavity. 0 out of 10. I have never met a movie so intent on showing a character that cares about their team, killing off the team, reintroducing the team, killing them off again, introducing them to a team, injuring the team, and then bringing them back and letting them get rescued, only to kill off the rescuers too. Like, this was handcrafted for PTSD. And then I've never seen a movie so, like, ready to go, alright, let's make everything as violent as possible. Are we gonna cut them? No. Let's make sure you can see, like, internals and stuff. And I'm just like, why? Of course they did a ton of not flow safe stuff, but thankfully to a very helpful and kind being who called out when it was about to happen, I didn't see it, so I was good. But at the end, they were so effing confident that they were gonna get a sequel that they left this massive cliffhanger. And of course, they're never making another one of these movies, so it's just like, wow, that is the worst ending imaginable.
Do you agree that it feels like this was less of a movie on its own and felt more like it was set up for a different movie?
Yes. Like the entire beginning when they're talking about the shock of how did they get into the desert and why is there sand after being teleported from a desert full of sand.
Oh no, I that just feels like someone, like the script didn't have them originally in a desert. But I mean, like, nothing happened in this movie. You don't get introduced to most of the things until like the second half or towards the very end of the movie.
The only reason we know the main character's name is Natalie Artemis is they say Artemis once, and you see the name Natalie on her dog tag.
Didn't you love her introduction of, she's a woman, but she still makes that sound bad or
Insulting.
something? Oh, insult. Yeah, she's a woman, but she still makes that sound insulting. That was our main character's introduction.
And then the side characters were introduced as making fun of someone for not knowing a certain type of music.
Oh god.
The guy who
Yeah.
says bad jokes. The one who sings shanties, and woman who has family because she looked at a photograph and likes dogs because she has bobbleheads.
Every character at the beginning just goes through one after another. Like, here's this character's defining trait. Here's this character's defining trait. Here's this character's defining trait. No names.
And yes, Zafri, like, pardon my wording, squelching eye injury and blown
Darn,
open
it says
side
I was-
of neck.
You reminded me of that right as I was taking a drink.
I'm so sorry. Like, they were so willing to go for gore, but then when it comes to a legitimate injury, they're like, oh, we're gonna put a little smudgy makeup on this cut. We don't want blood.
It's like, why did you have to put so much focus on that eye? It's like in slapstick, there are two areas. Like you don't hurt a character, the eyes and under the fingernail, because those are too easy for people to like imagine and actually relate to that pain. But it's like, why did they have to focus so much on one that was just straight in the eye?
Just...
I have aphantasia, and I'm still just like, ah.
Luckily, that's one I'm personally desensitized for, but I'm trained for that one.
Fair.
Shout out to the fact that in the fight scene, they did like 4 throat grabs.
Uh-huh.
Which, thank you again.
Yeah.
The call out very much stopped me from seeing it.
They hecking at one point, both of them were trying to get the others at the same time, and I'm just like, come on. Why are you so over-reliant on this?
And you can tell they didn't get the Meowscular Chef's actual voice actor, because they just had stock SFX high-pitched kitty meows. That's the only sound that the Meowscular Chef made.
Yep.
And
Hi, Ominoms.
Hi, Ominoms. They also tried to recreate the iconic Monster Hunter World cooking scene, and it's just... They took every single character and made them worse.
And they tried to like put in the handler, but she was they tried to make her useful, But she was in it so little anyway, which isn't a complaint, but... And I hate that she's the only character that actually decently looked like the character.
Serious Handler.
Serious Handler did as well. And I think Excitable Fourth, or Excitable Fifth, or whatever his name is, was alright. You could tell it was him.
You could tell it was him, but I have personal gripes with the hairstyling of him. Because they gave him a mohawk when he has buzzed sides.
Did they give him a mohawk?
One second.
I didn't get to see him quite enough to tell.
He's a character I'm a little stricter on, admittedly.
Because he was in the different games?
Yeah, he's been in so many games. So when they mess him up, I'm like, come on.
Well, you have to understand, sis. It's not like these are fans that's making this movie. You had to give them some slack.
So in the series, he's got like the buzzed sides, and it's like a mohawk, where at the back it comes to a peak. But it's kind of like a V coming forward, where at the front of the head, it's like to the eyebrows wide.
Yeah.
And so it's almost like a wave of fluff. But yeah, he's been in MH4U. He showed up a little in MHG. He showed up and had his own TV series, Legends of the Guild. And he showed up in Monster Hunter. Yeah, the TV series is good too.
Oh, can we watch that at some point? Okay,
if Oxford can get a hold of it, it's relatively new.
Oh, I mean, honestly, if we don't have time, I might just watch that on my own, because I'm actually genuinely curious about that now.
Yeah, feel free to. I haven't ever watched it, but I've heard nothing but good stuff about it.
Because I'm gonna be honest, I love watching stuff with you, but our schedules do not line up great for it.
No. Hey, you know what we could do, sis?
What's that?
Watch it without me, and if it turns out there's bad stuff, I won't watch it. And if it's really good, we can just watch it together another time.
Fair.
No. But yeah, it's a Netflix one, so...
Oh.
I'll just send you the poster as a reminder.
Oh, it's animated. That makes sense. Probably for the better.
Correct. And honestly, I do want to see it at some point, just because it looks like it actually has the 4U characters, the Ace Hunters.
Nice. I don't have any context to that myself, but it seems like that is a good thing.
They had a good diverse personality set.
So they weren't just like, food.
Yeah.
My god, they didn't have the handler scrounging for food in the movie. 0 out of 10.
0 out of 10, unrealistic. They gave her a personality trait beside food, and that's the only personality trait. But yeah, out of the aces, you've got the excitable one, the newbie ace, which is the one that you've met. You've got the ace gunner, which tends to be serious and a little nervous, and you've got the leader, who actually uses a lance, and tends to be very gruff and aggressive.
I want to learn to use a lance.
If you ever want to learn to use normal lance, I love normal lance.
I've heard that it can be a bit lackluster on your own and works better in a team, but I don't know, I'm still curious.
If you get excited by blocking death lasers, you will enjoy it.
I mean, you've seen me try to block stuff with the charge blade quite regularly.
Fair. Also, I've got the best news about Legends of the Guild.
What's that?
The palicos look like palicos.
Oh, cool.
And not like sentient mops.
Doesn't look like the cat from Stories.
Thank God.
He also has a TV show.
Also, I'm just throwing this at you. Thank God the old crossovers don't exist anymore, because these were some horrifying palico outfits.
Oh. You see, I would have loved an Okami outfit, but not that.
So, in Rise, you can get an Okami dog outfit that just turns your dog into Okami, and they even leave little flowers and stuff when they walk.
Darn it. I love that. But also, it's Rise, and I'm still terrified of Rise.
No, that's valid.
I also don't want to. I don't want to jump into Rise until I do so with Ruru.
No, that makes sense.
But I think Ruru's had a lot going on, and frankly, I've had a lot going on as well.
Yeah.
Why do I have so much stuff going on, sis? Tell it to stop.
Because unfortunately that one runs in the family, and I'm so sorry about that.
That's not telling it to stop.
Dragon? Oh, never mind.
Oh.
I'm so sorry.
Oh.
I am so sorry.
Got a vision?
Yeah. Also, you can see the little flower petals.
Alright, give me a second. I am coloring in Sigil's chest.
I'm sorry, I'm distracting you.
No, you're good. I'm just trying to also get work done.
No, that makes sense. I will probably try and stream later, because I do need monies. I just don't know when.
I probably will not be joining you.
You need to rest.
I need
Or
to get
work.
stuff done. I have stuff I need to do after stream.
No, that's fair.
And then I have work.
Oh,
Yep.
you work tonight?
I'm a little nervous because no one's taken my shift for tomorrow yet. But also I tried looking to see if there were extra shifts I could pick up on different days of the week. Maybe do like a double shift. And there are no shifts open that I can claim, and I'm just like, So, I don't know. Like, I feel like the half and half days are the worst. If I could do like a full day at work, okay, I'll get money there. Advantage there is that money is, when I get it, taxes have already come out of it. If I can stream, advantages are, if for this full day, advantages are I could potentially make more in that stream day than I would at my other job. But it's not guaranteed. But the half and half days, which are most days, they're just not good. They're just not good for either.
No, that makes sense.
I gotta figure out how to revamp stuff on the stream to make it more profitable without it becoming hostile to purchase or to the buyers.
You want to find a way to revamp it so that it's more profitable and you can afford bills, but you don't get rid of the
spirit of it and such.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't need a bunch of extra money. I just need enough to pay bills. That's all I want. To not worry about not having enough. And I feel so bad about the thought of raising stuff.
Oh, that makes sense.
Because when I do raise it, every time it is going to kind of nudge more and more people out. And if I do it too many times, it'll end up in a case where only certain people are able to. Which is not a bad thing. But you know me, I like trying to give everyone an opportunity to get art.
You want to keep the spirit of maybe this is someone's first chance at it, or they're all they can afford.
Mm-hmm. Like, don't get me wrong. I super love and appreciate the people that regularly support me and just like hop back onto the queue as soon as they're done. It means so much. But if I wanted it to be only those people, I would just do like a Patreon thing or something.
Yeah, you want to draw different people and different ideas and give everybody a chance.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I'll be right back. I'm actually going to take my medication now.
Okay. I'm also going to be right back, actually. I need to use the restroom.
Instead, I've done everything else. Also, can I say the BRB screen looks so good as the BRB screen?
Thank you.
Hi, everybody. I am returning it. I guess today's food rant is gonna be on, oh, the folks on screen nominums? That is me and Sierra. I am the one with the gray, and Ria is the one who's sparkly.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
And yeah, it's my this is my sparkle skunk. Who gets like the funny little speech bubbles, which I did remove from the I removed the dialogue from the BRB screen. I thought it worked better without it.
No, that makes sense.
But in the original for 90s Skunksters edited,
Skunksters.
Flo has a standard speech bubble with Tokipona in it. and the Sparkle Skunk Sierra has text speak in a special speech bubble. If you kind of going forward, if you see a character with the red, pink, and purple halos, that's probably going to be Sierra.
And if you see someone with little shoulder feathers, it's probably me. Or,
Correct.
I guess upper arm feathers is more accurate.
Why, like, the lower arms are called the forearms. Why is there not an equivalent term for the upper arms?
I could just call it the humerus.
The what?
The humerus.
I mean, you could, but I don't think anyone would realize what you meant right away.
No.
Sis, I still love this one.
It makes me so happy. I may or may not have it as my computer background currently. Which is why I'm thankful you send me pictures in a bunch of different sizes.
Yeah.
Well, it makes it easier to set things as backgrounds.
Do you want the version that I made for the BRB screen?
I'm trying to think of how it would look. Like, if it would look better like that.
It's just a bit wider and doesn't have the dialogue in it.
Probably then.
Because I had to edit it due to the original one. Let's see. If I put this here, the background only goes to, like, where the tail is on your side and the arm over here. The background image then cuts off. The BRB version, I expanded out. So the background's actually a bit more zoomed in on this one. Which might honestly work a bit better for perspective because you don't see the floor.
No, that makes sense.
I probably could have blurred it a little less on this one, but the image was already blurred, so I couldn't do much about that.
I still think it gives the right effect, though. But yeah, if you send me that, I will probably just adjust my background to that. Because
Yeah,
I've
send
always
you
had
that
a
now.
very plain background, so the more defined one is nice. Actually, did I ever show you what my background has always been?
I don't know. My backgrounds tend to change occasionally over the years. I typically fill them in with art I've gotten from other people of my characters.
Same.
Hi, Winnie. And yee, I have a skunk now.
Eee.
They are very shiny.
I adore how shiny they are.
If you hug them too tight, their tail lights up like a glow stick. And when they stim their knuckles together, it causes... It technically is glitter, but it's almost like sparkles. Like sparks from friction.
I'm not gonna lie, thank you. I've been having so much fun with it, so thank you again for letting me have tons of power with this.
You're welcome. I still... the second part is new to you? Yeah, it's about a day old. I think we decided it yesterday or the day before. And probably 2 days ago. And then, like, yesterday we decided that, oh, what was it that I asked Tangent to, write down? Let me go find it again. This is why I asked Tangent to write it down, because I would forget. Oh yeah, their outfits when they're affected don't change with them, so they need to learn to kind of just, like, keep a spare outfit in the car so they don't end up just, like, giving into the impulse to buy new clothes. Also, we discussed don't let them hear synthwave at work, because if they end up as the Sparkle Furs at work, they're going to be very understimulated.
Alright, so I need to edit this photo just slightly.
Yeah.
Just for the shape of my monitor.
But yeah, Wernie, I don't know how much of the Sparkle Skunk and Sparkle Squirrel stuff you had heard about, but it's just a silly ongoing thing.
There we go.
Your fursuit is a Sparkle Dog? Nice.
Are
Yeah,
you
I
talk-
never got to make a Sparkle for character, so I'm drawing this on the wrong layer. This is my first Sparkle Fur character. And we are going as over the top with it as possible.
I feel like that's mandatory.
It's like, we're just like, is this a silly idea? Yes? Does it make sense? No? Toss it in anyway. It's also the kind of like a test bed for Sierra, or was being used as a test bed for Sierra's new ability. Are you aware of Sierra's new ability? As I kind of like shift over a bit to the dragon a bit more than the Sphinx. So the dragon has a plant affinity. And you know the whole concept of like when people say like when someone puts an idea in someone else's head, it's kind of like planting a seed for them to act on later to watch it grow. Well, the dragon can make plants grow. And if giving someone an idea is planting a seed, dragon can then combine those two to basically take that idea and make it a physical seed that when planted will actually cause it to happen. So in this case, it was basically my first test of that ability. So there's a tree that grew that is kind of that caused this whole thing to happen. And Flo has just been adding extra stuff to the tree and getting it caught up in it and adding more ideas to it. Initially,
What could go wrong?
Initially, I'm pretty sure it was unintentional and not knowing. But over time, I think Flo became aware.
Alright, what? I have no idea what you mean by that.
But that's, I go here, and go to 2024 August, scans. Here's an idea of the dragon taking idea and forming a seed. I think in this case, the idea that I decided that the character had was like they really wanted to show their little sibling, like their younger sibling, a game they grew up with that they couldn't find anymore. So the seed, when they plant it and let it grow and such, will help set things up for them to be able to find that game. I really wanted to make it set it up in a way that it can theoretically be used for TFs when I want to. But that's not the only thing it can be used for. It can be used for other things as well. Very simple things or very complex things. So I'm still kind of working on the details and such, but I've been having fun with it. Occasionally, if if Sierra's energy builds up too much, she kind of needs to, she can do that. Seeding an idea is just what I've been calling it. Because it burns up a chunk of the energy and gets rid of it if there's too much built up.
On the note of things not to listen to during work.
But yeah, that's I don't know, I wanted to have something. I wanted to kind of work on a new ability for the dragon. The fun thing was, when I thought about it, because we kind of turned it into, or we kind of defined it as reification, which is taking an idea and making it a reality. And when we thought about it, dragons already had that for years now, because the peer pressure thing, people wanting or thinking the dragon's going to become bigger, causing the dragon to actually do so. That there is reification. It was just uncontrolled reification. Because it was taking the idea of the dragon becoming that large and making it actually happen. Conceding the idea of a new Sona. Just finished coloring first part of ref for new characters. Nice. Well, why am I glowing?
I didn't do anything.
Why am I glowing?
You did this to yourself.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Can I take advantage of your chat for a second, Fifth?
Yes?
What do I name a gray cat? Or at least I think they're gray. They could be red.
Do you want to send them to me?
I don't
Is it
know
in the game?
It's in the game. It's very
Never mind.
tiny too.
This was the first song of this band that I really got attached to.
It's same, but that's because that's the one you sent to me.
It's a good song.
Understandable, Zaffy.
Wait, what's Zaffy saying?
Gabby.
Wait, what? Gabby? Oh, the cat. I was confused. But I am often confused.
God, same.
I learned it from Cap.
I'm so torn on what I want to do today, Seth.
Oh?
I could stream this, but I also kind of want to stream Farewell North. I'm sorry, that's off topic.
No, I'm just trying to think, and I don't have a proper answer. Hello, Mel.
I know.
Saw an African wild dog. It went, dang, that dog got cool for a pattern. Now you have a new OC. One of my favorite streamers is an African wild dog.
Oh,
Where?
Did you? What was that?
Go ahead.
Which one?
Coffee.
I forgot Coffee was an African wild dog.
Coffee is is a mix of African wild dog and a hyena.
Oh, that's why. I was thinking Yin King for a second, which, can I say, still forever obsessed with Yin King's outfit.
I can't remember what Ian King's outfit looks like.
The therapy dog one.
Oh, E.
I love therapy dog outfits.
But I'm going to give Coffee a shout out.
Right and proper.
Coffee, if you're here, I do not apologize. I wonder if there's a way to find, like, the order of who I've followed the earliest on Twitch.
I don't know.
Me neither. I'll have to look it up. I feel like if anything had it, Root Tools would, but... Yes, I am so eepy.
Have you eaten?
I had a little bit to eat this morning.
Anything good?
I think I had some pizza.
Better. When you go
I think.
shopping, what was that?
Did I think? I don't really remember. My brain's been foggy all morning.
No, that's fair. I do have some food ideas for you, though.
Oh?
I've been researching what brands of sauce, like pre-made sauces, are good, and I know
Okay.
of a couple pre-made chicken tiki masalas that can be good.
Ooh.
I know some pre-made sauces that are good, so you can still cook the chicken and the rice, and I know of a couple brands of frozen chicken tiki masala that are good, but judging by how their portion sizes, you'd sadly likely need to eat two to feel full.
I'm being called out.
I mean, I'm basing that based on my experience with them, to be fair.
Oh, okay.
Because I need to eat two to feel full.
I mean, you're not wrong. I probably would, because I eat a fair bit.
Same.
I probably should be more careful about that since I no longer have the super physical job. I think it's probably more so to do with the fact that I forget to eat sometimes, so when I do eat, I eat more.
No, that makes sense.
And I don't think that's how the body works, so I really should not be doing that.
No, I get that. It's like yesterday, I ate so much because I only ate 2 meals, but also, to be fair, yesterday was kind of a brain scramble.
Mm-hmm.
Brain scrambled egg.
Probably just made Berneri's browser go ding.
Ding. Opens my mouth and releases the fitness gram pacer bell from my body.
What is Junie working on today? Dedicated stream today. Oh, I'm guessing someone did the I devote a stream to you.
You know, fair. Someday I'll use up my 40,000 points I have in there. Today it's not that day.
See, Junie's not using the new model. Yeah, I've got like 113k in Junie's stream.
Fair.
I mostly lurk there because Junie streams at the same time I do, and I haven't had the confidence to be like, Junie, want a VC?
No, that makes sense.
I also want to go and invite Ghost at some point.
I also want to invite Ghost, but for all the wrong reasons.
I just want to. Oh, you want to invite Ghost for a fish?
I think it's gonna be funny.
I like Ghost. I want to invite Ghost.
Goes to the sweetheart. I really enjoy their vibes.
Yeah. I just have so much anxiety that I'm just like, I am on this team now. I can actually do things. I am terrified to actually do things. Bonus check? Okay. Just make sure you hydrate.
I will. Hydrate or dihydrate.
Can I say a 1+ though?
Sure. While you do that, I'm gonna unplug the nightlight and plug in my headset.
Okay. Well, I don't really want to go to work today. I haven't in a while. Like, I don't want to go to work because I'm tired. I'm going to, obviously. But it's like, I haven't had the dread of going to work in a while, which is good. Because I just, when I was getting those, I was just having, like, anxiety attacks.
There's a difference between work dread and I just don't want to go.
Right now, it's just I don't want to go. I'm tired. Anxiety is telling me that I need to work, like, stay home and finish more of this stuff. Finish more, like, the charity drive stuff. But I gotta go to work.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
I also just the part of me is just like, I don't want to go to work because I hate what I'm doing there right now. I hate being on this light duty. On the plus side, hold on. It would have been Thursday, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Okay, I'm on the other team now, so I'm gonna be in smallest today.
I forget.
Which means I'm just prepping bags. Which, at least I feel helpful when I'm doing that. And when I'm over there doing that, a couple of the people there are like, "Oh my God, you are a lifesaver. Thank you so much." And that feels good.
Yeah, which is
I've had someone tell me, it's like, "How are you so fast at that?" I'm just like, if I'm only doing one thing, I'm gonna try to do it best I can.
Yeah.
It's also just kind of like, I am autistic, therefore I find little methods to, instead of like just doing it how I'm told, I'm just like, yeah, but if I do it this way, it's gonna be faster. Like, we have big metal chute things that the smalls go into, that you just kind of open up the chute. But then there's also these little trays on the top that hold the labels for the bags, and they just kind of feed in. And for me, it's a lot more efficient and quick to take one of the empty bins, toss the roll into there, and have it feeding out the side, just kind of hanging out here.
Makes sense.
I can grab it much more quickly. These things are super unstable and constantly get caught by the fans, so that all the labels go blowing out. It's just like little things like that. It's just repeated pattern of like opening the Velcro, reaching in, pulling out the old label, putting in the new one, peeling off the old stickers, put it on a pile. It's repeated action. You can do it quick. And when I'm over there, my goal is typically to make it so nobody else has to ever make a bag.
Is it that all I can think about is the fact that I just did one of those big exams where they're checking my worth ethic and how I follow the rules, and all I can think of is, boy howdy, I sure can't wait to follow something like that for a month and then go to the more optimal method, now that I've proven I'll follow the rules.
So is this like a application?
So I did the application, and then I did an examination, and the examination checks worth ethic, how you interact with people, how you handle situations, and that kind of thing. But then it also has you do stuff like, oh, come on, brain. It has you do stuff like the actual mail tasks and checks like reading comprehension, number comprehension, how quickly you respond to certain situations or changes, and that kind of thing.
Okay. I tried to do stuff in an unconventional way, but they actually help being more efficient was only thing, but glad it's autistic thing. Oh, you thought it was just a you thing, but you're glad it's an autistic thing? Yeah, it is a common autistic trait. Back in my the building down in Florida where I was a manager for 7 years, there were several things that were in place that I was just like, it's more efficient to do it this way, I'll just do it this way. I had people tell me, don't stop doing that, that's not how you do it. It's faster to do it this way, and I'm just like, no, it's not. And just kept doing it my way, and then eventually, when they actually saw me doing something on my own that would have taken them 3 people, they were just like, oh, I'm gonna try that. And then it became standard practice.
Oh, there used to be so much stuff like that on the ambulance.
Like-
For us, though, what was that?
No, go ahead.
For us, though, it was the placement of things and how quick we could react to situations if we changed the placement.
One of the biggest ones for me that became such a standard after the fact was when something jams up, the conveyor system tends to be, where it jams up tends to be where there is a gap in the walls. But the conveyor system itself is broken up into different sections. So let's say this is section 1, this is section 2, and this is section 3. The reason it does that is because when you stop, or basically, so it's needed for it to function. But what when stuff piled up here, because if something hit the side and then 2 boxes kind of got wedged together like this, then everything would just pile up behind it because nothing could move forward and flow off the sides. For the longest time, the other people would just be like, all right, get one person up at the front, get one person here in the middle to reorganize, have one person turning on and off the belt, and they turn it on until it would fall over some more. And they pick that up, put it on. Person up there did the same thing. And they turn it on, let it go some more. And I'm just like, I'm just over here. It's just like, I clean up this part of the belt. Like, I unbreak the jam right here with all the stuff there.
Mm-hmm.
I come over here, I shut off this one, so nothing else is being added to it. I let it clear out. This belt still has a massive jam on it, sure. Clean up everything on the floor here. Goes on, goes through, easy. Then I hop back to this belt back here. I turn this one on until the packages get to about here, and then I shut it off again, and they go past the gate, and I turn more on. They go past, and I could just clear that entire thing with one person in like half the time, just because I was just like, let's make use of what we actually have available to us instead of throwing more people at it.
Surprisingly, much like lanes to a highway, adding more people doesn't solve a situation. Can I say the one I'm proudest for causing a company to change?
What's that?
There's these special packs, I don't remember their names, but they're specifically designed to help with patients who are neurodivergent or have more severe mental deficits.
Okay.
So there are things like stuffed animals, weighted blankets, weighted vests, and special stuff to go over the straps to make them more comfortable, because I pointed out, hey, fiddling around with a patient who's freaking out and too young to understand you for 20 minutes is a hell of a lot less painful than digging through a bag for 5 minutes for something. And we noticed a massive uptick in people actually sending in letters that were like, hey, I know my kid can be a lot to handle on the ambulance, but goes on frequent rides. You really made the difference. And he seemed really happy when he came back. He was actually asking about you. And it feels good to make a difference.
Yeah.
The other one was convincing somebody that all the ambulances should have stuffed animals on them. Oh, if there is, like, a kid involved in, say, a car accident and they're not hurt, but we need to check out their parents, kid's not going to be doing well. They're going to be having a pretty hard day. If you distract them and give them a plushie, sure, it might cost the company $5, but it really makes or breaks that entire experience for that kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I say something about just my experience as a manager?
Sure.
Day-to-day operation, I very much suffered from the whole ambiguity issues that a lot of neurodivergent people have.
Oh,
where
God.
it's just like you have the very simple rule set of what things are supposed to be, but they don't account for all the different things, and you're just like, okay, but am I supposed to do this? Am I supposed to do that? Like, this is what you said, but in the past you said it under these conditions you need to do that, and it's just like you try to do it, and it's just like you get told that's not the right thing to do, even though it is what you were told to do, but there's this one criteria that was different. I struggled with that a lot. I hated that. But sorry, go ahead.
No, you go.
But once things broke down, once there was no status quo, once there was no rule book, I was the only one that was functional. And I was the one that was just like, okay, yeah, we can do this, get those trucks, take them off that belt, move them over here because this belt's still running. We'll keep track of which ones you move from which areas, you take care of that. And whereas everyone else is just like, I guess we'll just have to wait for maintenance to get here. They'll be here in like 3 hours. And I'm just like, why? The number of times I told them, it's just like, look, if they get here, that's great. If they can fix it, that's great. But if they can't, we're going to be in a lot more trouble if we don't do anything right now.
Yeah. Okay, I say I feel so bad because one of the adjustments I had to make living with Tangent is I am so used to working with exclusively neurotypical people
Yeah.
that some of the things I say don't line up for Foxbird, and I just feel bad because it causes stress.
It's such an awkward thing when it's like, even people that are neurotypical, so much of how we've learned to interact with people is for interacting with, even people that are neurodivergent. What we've learned to interact with people have been for neurotypicals, so we could still struggle with other neurodivergents really badly.
It's one of those things where Tangent covers the counter in dishes instead of putting them in the sink. And I'm like, hey, can you put those in the sink? Because I don't like having to clean the counter anytime they make food.
Mm-hmm.
And so Tangent started doing that, but that included putting knives in the sink. Which means I'd reach in and cut my hand. So it's like, hey...
Ambiguity.
Yeah, and I was like, so I need things that could cause injury not to go in the sink, like knives and stuff like that. But then again, that left things ambiguous, so Tangent started leaving the dishes on the counter again, and at this point I just accept, I don't think there's a way to handle it that doesn't mean it in a way that works for me, so I'm just gonna put the dishes on the counter in the sink every time. It's far more functional. And it stresses out Tangent less.
I am very much tangent in that situation. I struggle with those kind of things a lot.
No, that makes sense. It's just I used to struggle with it, but it was one of those things that was very much beaten into me as like knives do not go in the sink, every other dish does.
Okay, I'm not referring specifically to dishes. I'm just
fair.
in general. I struggle with like the ambiguity issue of that so much.
No, that makes sense. I actually struggle with it too, and that's why I feel bad I caused it in this case.
Because I know there are things that Serby has asked me to do that I completely misunderstood.
Yeah. Me and Tangent have that occasionally, but it's because we're still learning to communicate a lot.
Mm-hmm. And it's like when there's new things, I don't always know how to describe certain ones. Like when Serby and I started dating, it kind of became a thing that Serby could kind of walk into my room and like, especially if I was on stream and stuff, and just kind of do stuff. And I was fine with it, I thought, but it ended up actually really burning me out because I didn't feel like I had somewhere private. But when I spoke to Serby about it, Serby stopped doing it, but I realized like I kind of liked Serby coming in during streams and stuff, and it has. I kind of miss that now, but also if I do it, I'm gonna burn myself out. So we had to go back and forth to try to figure out. Like now it's Serby's allowed to just kind of walk in if I'm streaming, but if I'm not streaming, Serby has to knock and such.
The one I really struggle to communicate is with PTSD. Like, normally I am always up for a hug. If I'm in a PTSD episode, I cannot handle a hug.
Sorry, go ahead.
If I'm just at the very start of it, I can handle, and in fact, a hug helps a lot. But it needs to be before that point, so I just feel bad. Tangent will sometimes go for a hug, and I'm like, please don't. And I can tell it just makes Foxford feel awful, but I'm like, I don't know, there's no way for me to define that time frame.
No, I relate to that so much, because there's times where Serby is aware that sometimes I am not good for hugs, but I have no way of defining that, and I have no way of really communicating it.
You only know until the arms are starting to get around you, and you're like, nope, panic.
Yep, pretty much. And I feel bad, because I know Serby, like, hugs are just one of Serby's big things. So I'm just like,
On this one, sis, I completely understand you, unfortunately, because I love hugs. I really do. There's something special and something I cherish because I went most of my life without them. But also, if I am in that very specific state, a hug will feel like somebody is strangling me, and I'm like, please do not touch me. I love you, but I cannot.
Mine isn't so much like it feels like it's struggling. It's just like it's more so like, I guess it feels almost like I'm trapped. I've never actually thought about it before, because it was always just kind of a like, I don't want to right now. It's like, okay, yeah. But it's like, and then it just feels like it's trapped there, because Serby and I do long hugs. I like our long hugs, but when I'm in that state, they unfortunately aren't great.
Same. I really like to give a hug with Tangent where, you know, I put my cheek on Fair's shoulder, let Faye pet my head, kind of cuddle up to them, and it's like a long special hug, and normally I love that. So I feel bad. It's just one of those situations that throws an exception in that rule, and there's no way to define it.
Still streaming? Yep. I am almost at the stream time, but I'm gonna finish up this dono. I got 3 done in
Proud of you.
3.5 hours. It's not bad, actually.
Yeah. I guess I'm probably going to stream at 3 my time today. So probably when you hop off, I'm going to throw up an announcement, and I think I'm going to do Spirit of the Farewell North. Got it. I can speak.
Spirit of the Faraway North.
So if you want to check it out, you are welcome. If you don't, I'm holding a gun and telling you to rest. Why am I holding a gun? Pew pew.
Can't believe someone taped a gun to this dog's back.
It's like the Umbreon with the knife taped to its back.
Yep, that's what I was referencing.
What? I have so many dumb pictures I want to get of Angel, like Angel counting on her paws and going, 1, 1. I should probably make food before then, though. Maybe like a sub.
I should as well, because I think I ate, but I'm actually not. The more I think about it, the more I'm not sure if I actually ate. I think my brain may have been too cloudy to have put together the stuff to properly eat.
Well, that makes sense. I'm so thankful I found out Little sells like really nice white bread subs. And they cost like $2 for 6.
Nice.
Also, I'm so happy when Espresso came over, I got to make Espresso one of my subs with my secret technique.
I wish I knew what was going on with my brain right now, because I just got hit by a stronger wave of it.
I'm sorry it is being a butt.
If I remember right. Oh, do I not have a digital? Oh no, I use voice activated.
Voice activated?
Font.
Oh, fair. I remember when I worked at McDonald's, I got a hold of some motion activated and voice activated stickers and proceeded to do stuff like put them on the toilets.
Oh no.
People didn't think it was as funny as I did. Because I, in fact, found it effing hilarious. Listen, voice-activated toilet is one of my favorite things that I've created. Just hearing from the bathroom, flush!
Oh, I need to message you after stream, because I think I'm identifying something.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I've been trying to figure stuff out this entire stream.
No, that's fair. Just let me know if you need me to hop off or anything.
No, you're good. I'm gonna be wrapping up soon anyway.
Yes, Turga?
What layer was the other dialogue on then? On that layer. That's blue. Shrink this down a little bit. Perfect. How's that look, Sigil? To even do? I imagine it just said something or something.
Yeah, it was just one of those things where it was a sticker that informed that a device is voice activated.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like the sticker itself was voice activated.
It is okay. You were apparently not the only one who thought it was that, and I went, oh no, I've explained things horribly wrong.
I'm also not processing things fully right now.
Fair.
Hello, Samuel.
Hello.
Does making these boxes blue do a decent enough job at implying it's from Cat, since Cat normally has... Oh no, I kind of want to make it yellow because Cat's default color is yellow. But Cat in nanite form uses blue. Cat's markings are blue. I'll leave it blue.
Actually, there's a valuable lesson in there. And the lesson's one that took me a long time to learn as a maker, which is like the table saw behind me. I used to think that using a table saw was turning it on and feeding a piece of wood into it. I now
Okay,
know that
yeah.
there's so much more to it than
I do think I cannot go any further.
execution.
Nazcat, if you're still there, here's your sketch. I don't know if you got to see it.
Purpose is the smallest part of the equation. Everything else is setting your fence, setting your marks, making sure you're safe, making sure the cut's going to be clean, making sure you've got the right blade, making sure the power is in the right place and you've got enough light, etc., etc., etc.
This one was fun.
So much
Good.
around setting
Also,
up,
it's nice to get to just draw the dragon doing things.
cut is actually
Yeah.
the
I don't think you were here for it, but this one took so long because I struggled so much with posing the dragon.
Oh, that's so cute, though. Is it supposed to be you? What was that?
Just because I particularly like the leg standing on the railing. But go ahead.
Is it you, Cap, and Mallow going to the zoo together?
Yep, that's exactly what it
Good.
is.
I can tell.
But because I was trying to figure out what to do with the dragon, I don't remember what brought it up, but I commented about the dragon wouldn't just like lean on the like use the claws to lean on the rail, and I drew it as a joke. I was like, dragon wouldn't stand like this; they'd be afraid of breaking. And then I looked at it, and I was just like, oh, that actually looks really good.
Fair.
And then I struggled for like 25 minutes to just draw the legs.
Legs are hard.
I'm also just in a bit of a state at the moment, so I'm not... It's almost like some of the auto processes are turned off.
No, that makes sense.
A little bit of like tunnel vision.
That's kind of what happened last night when I saw the stuff, admittedly. I'm not saying it's that, I'm just saying I relate because that's what happens. Everything gets really slow for me. And laggy and auto processes shut off and you kind of tunnel in on a single thing. And time passes infinitely fast and infinitely slowly simultaneously.
Interesting.
I mean, there's a couple brain things that can cause that. But I can talk to you about that when we're not on stream.
Yeah. So did you see that I got to include like the nanites and stuff in this one?
Oh, I didn't. And good. They are a mandatory feature. A feature of the creature.
I mean, they're not mandatory. They're fine if they're not included. But I like getting to kind of normalize them.
Fair. I really like seeing them, admittedly, but I'm biased.
You biased?
Never.
You like seeing them because I use it as a way to express emotion, right?
Yeah. I like seeing you express yourself.
That's good enough. Sorry about that. Sorry about what? Making a comic? Wait, what was comics brought up?
I think it's because of the text with sigil.
Oh yeah, it's just characters talking. When I color them, I like giving them proper. I like giving proper text.
No, that makes sense.
Am I forgetting anything on sigils? I don't think so. Okay. I'll add the background to sigils later. It'll probably just be a gradient like normal. I should start trying to Oh no, you're fine, Turga. It actually worked out really well. I enjoy that I just apparently nanites are just a thing for me now.
I like them.
Like, it wasn't ever supposed to just kind of become a thing. Like, I had cat that was made of nanites. It was just kind of a coincidence because a friend made a nanite creature that I kind of copied. Sal's nanites were because I saw a video about an AI, a general purpose AI, kind of having a singular task and how it would do that if it was unrestrained. And I took that idea and put it into Sal. And Sierra having nanites was because the orb was resting on Cat, and that sparked that idea.
Yeah.
I just suddenly feel like I might end up being nauseous, so I actually am going to just wrap up stream here. My body is not happy with me for some reason. I haven't raided Burr yet, I don't think. I'm gonna go raid Burr. Burr's still doing a fundraiser.
Oh, and Pacific Drive.
And Pacific Drive. I haven't got to start my fundraiser yet, so I'm going to send you to someone who has. I still like this. Ooh, I wonder if I could pay the artist to update this to the new dragon, like to add the halos and such.
Maybe.
That artist has a very long wait list, though.
Oh.
I think when I submitted it, let me go check. I'm curious. Let's see. It was back in 2022, I asked to be added to the waitlist in April. Okay, that wasn't that bad actually. It was just from April to July. I think I got it in August, but it got started in July. I have no idea what the waitlist is currently.
That makes sense.
They do such pretty art, though.
They do.
Like even their non-pixel stuff is also very pretty.
Fair.
Tablet screen. This is Smokey Jack's art.
Oh, I think I remember you saying good things about Smokey Jack. I don't know anything about them, but
I don't know that much about them either. I liked their pixel art, so I ended up getting one.
Fair.
Is mine an example? Nope. I was curious.
Maybe they just update that per year.
I mean, I'm sure they have more that they've done than they have examples, so it's not a surprise mine isn't one of them.
Yeah.
I was just curious. Alright, let me get up Burr's stream. Let me start the raid. Thank you everyone for joining today. I will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow will be interrupted partway through the stream because I am going to need to pick up a Serbi from the airport. I'm going to try to get my head together. Please make sure you get all the Fox rules. Anyone that is new, when we raid out, everyone grabs a Fox rule. From the Fox rule command, that's going to be your raid message. Our goal is to try to get at least 10 Fox messages for the streamer. And if we're lucky, they'll read them all out. Please make sure you do some self-care after stream. Make sure that you are getting food, hydrating, all that stuff. If you have any chores, I'm going to steal from paper for a moment here and make sure you do your dishes.
Stretch.
Do a stretch. I'm gonna try to send these out today. I'm hoping some of these I really like, so I'm hoping they can motivate me to get them out sooner. But yeah, have a wonderful day, everyone. I thank you for joining again. I hope the rest of your day goes great.
See you, everyone.